death ikamabluan palaman bilang kisim life bilongan. Now this pala death inday. And also belong imagination na some kind of belief belong or people of country belonging, especially from village belonging. He got special image belonging. One pala lapun Mary say makin death. Na this pala lapun Mary and by emila fat pala and bunati. Na by wearing one pala long pala white pala cloth. This pala cloth and by karena makin head put mungkin na all the entire body belonging. Face na so noga. Na face belong this pala lapun Mary and dark. You cannot see much along this pala face belonging. Eye na so by looking. Na this pala Mary death. And by holding no hand belonging special tool belong cutting grass. You know some bush knife. You know Papua New Guinea bush knife. Belum cutting go grass knife, yeah. Long culture belum mipela, long place belum mipela. Mipela saya using different tool belum cutting grass. Ikat long plastic belum kan, long end belum kan. So this lah sharp lah object ista belum mipela saya make emotion na cutting grass. So this lah very death. Emotion long imagination belong on people. Time saya also holding this lah tool, then I come up. Long people, long kisim life belong all. And also long imagination and belief belong all people. Yeah? Me thinking time in beginning. Suppose somebody died in our neighborhood, yeah. And now, papa, mama, or auntie, uncle, all come boom one time. No, especially long evening, we don't put in story. How this pla in day come up. Now there will be always somebody who say by also, oh, we had a story also. Long night before this pala man in die. This pala Mary only looking at this pala death. And this pala Mary and wearing this pala clothes. One time this pala tool below cutting neck. I mean cutting grass, but then also imagine also by come below cutting neck below makna keep also making him die. Yeah? So people are looking, or somebody looking. Na people are thinking, people are having this pala kind of story, and people are going and people are praying no good too. For sure, this plus story, I'm story nothing, but this plus story like presenting on you, this like kind death, come up one palaman. Belong kissing life belong. Naman I'm looking, I'm Korea. And I starting dialogue one time this la Mary. And I asked him, I'm sorry also, time belong any come up, also I must die. So belong justifying. Person belonging, life belonging. And he asked me this question belonging. Hey, because every feeling also belief belonging not strong to us. Now I'm also some kind complain. And he raising complain belonging. Now he talk also, why God? And he says, start up a long way place. Why you know come up long people? Why the same face belonging around people? Why must communicate one time people na by people I can savos and start na we can believe long and strong. Na we no can doubt long and why? I'm raising this plan. I'm meeting goes on this plan. Mary, this plan death, and by giving straight answer long and. But Mary, this plan Mary, back in long and. This is a good question. So I mean back in years or no or what? No, good question. Why? And then this plan any raising up doubt belongan. Neto gosen. But there is a question where I didn't get doubt belongan. Maybe God even does not exist. Maybe in your star. Maybe this spiritual world. Ni pala belief tasol maybe does not exist and nothing exists. Maybe there is nothing on the other side. Maybe time people die. Everything finished, today come up, and nothing exists. And hoping that this Mary, and by maybe keeping belief, a strong iman by Togosan, no, you don't get doubt. But Mary and Togosan, you are right. Maybe there is nothing. Maybe there is nothingness. So, this pala Mary, and we lose them one time, this pala kain doubt. Na one time, this pala kain doubt, this pala man in die. So, tasusa, bibili this pala example, story natin, yeah? But very meaningful. Because actually, this pala, any case, belong nanti man, maybe belong this pala ground. Who said? Believe belong only not strong too much. Only got belief, imagination, okay. Maybe there is something existing on the other side, or after we die. Maybe. But who knows? Maybe yes, or maybe not. So, even people or belief man Mary, sometimes we have this kind of doubt, where, and you got time in life, where belief people are strong, but we get some time where belief people go down a little bit. Like, example, some to Thomas, Didymus, today, or Apostle, or looking Lord, risen, or looking man, or only time, from this number one day, we, Thomas, one time all, only be looking man, only be behind. Thomas, he came, only talking those people are looking people. Now Thomas goes, no. Wait past time. Suppose me no looking more this back, nearly shooting. No putting finger long end. So I have to experience introduction. Now, no side to belong Jesus, but he put him hand below me, no side where spear below soldier is shooting. Now making hoodie come up. Only this time you can believe. Suppose no God and me no can believe. So all this he had all this planted doubts belong on people who side believe belong on them also believe too much. All no got strong for believe belong on. Planted time, especially long time belong heavy, long time belong disaster, long time belong something also nobody come up in our life belong all people. And now all is like up. Now all is sing out on God. Now all is have asking him, God please come helping me because we start no trouble. And then only looking nothing is happening around them. Nabolto goes, hey, this is not good and we start no one now. But the question is, where were you before? Time? You start good, everything is okay? You start sing out him, help him, don't go, or you say, try, stop one time, or you are just comfortable because you don't need presence belong God, long life belong you. Also, that's where you be anything in the life belong you, even, not you, but generally we talk also, somebody, even not paying attention to the law of God, commandments. Oh, no worry. But time belong heavy, no worry, come up. And now body sing out, now body goes like that. God then by come down, man by assisting. But this is not happening like this. We have a harimol, some time, this kind sarcastic story belong some people where, for example, one man or Mary, and by stop long heavy worry, and by pray long God, and by any worry belong in one time old man Mary. Now ask him, please people must pray one time, but by God help me below this particular problem. But narapala, man and by to say, hey, forget about it. Long Second World War, all people always sing out, long God will not come, belong help people. You think also by come help people along this big problem belong you? Forget about it. So you see, this problem also mark belong really, I mean, belief is there because only belief also God is there. But this problem belief and also believe too much. That is why when the conclusion below this sharing below me one time you put also. I mean, I now for example, kissing baptized. And then you buy you think also, okay, now I'm believe below you. Believe. I mean something where it must look out him. Feed him. But you must grow, make him a big pala. I mean, that's stuff also. That is why somebody and to believe belong you and one kind of body belong you, muscle belong body belong you. Only because suppose you're not exercising, muscle below body below you. When something might come up one time, muscle below body below you, disappear. Mica quando fa lavoro below me, lo seminary, August, 10 years ago, but I'm not a priest, I'm losing seminary, I'm married. 10 years ago, I kissing heart attack. So doctor saving life belonging. Start on this for a time, 10 years ago. He coming up now, and we start on coma. We start on bed. For people or family, or must be out him. But me too, when for a time we go home, we go visit him. Tarango, we sleep. I'm also diamond. I mean, diamond because I belong and all, but there is no communication with him, nothing at all. Only because after so many years, all get a muscle belong in them slack peas. There is no muscle, working muscle. Why? Because all time when we sleep, we start not there. So all family belong in, all still only got cobbles, because all people who say stable coma, even after so many years, sometimes it happens that they will wake up eventually. So all family belong in, only believe also, this fella, Papa belong all, and by come back. But time come back, you meeting also by just open eye belong in, and can't walk about it. Oh no, God. Muscle belong in and slack finish. And by taking long time, belong growing muscle belong in, belong exercise. Na belong kissing to proper nourishment belong in, belong strong in muscle belong in. So you see, it belong in me, and one can also, yeah? And also, and start us and by helping you. And yet, we try must look out in this ability belong in, and making something, but by this ability belong in me grow. So one can also, another example to helping imagination belong in, or example belong all astronauts. Or people who say flying on space, on cosmos. Now, this topic too, long music come up because of NASA and ASA, only been studying one for spaceship. He go below around him. I think people are looking on news, around him moon, yeah. So, all this scientists, astronauts, work below all, and belong. Checking or planting something, discovering planting something, but especially too, how body belong human being and by behave space. You miss out also space. Look at gravity. So man, in a weight, look at heavy belonging, not at all. And you can imagine, suppose all astronauts. Not in this case, because this case was a short trip, only 10 days. Only fly, go around in moon, and come back on Earth, come back. But some astronauts, all body study body go, all this spaceship is on cosmos, belong, maybe this work science belong all, scientific work belong all, in about, let's say, a couple of months. So, what do they do there? Only must exercise in body belong all, muscles belong all. But you don't get gravity. You see, here on ground, you must make it naturally. Ground, earth is pulling me when I go down. That is why heavy weight below you sometimes 50 kilo, 60 kilo, 70 kilo, 80 kilo. Who said this? I can't plant 100 kilo, like go. You're heavy too much. Yeah? Because you get gravity. It's pulling you. Now, against this gravity, suppose you like up in something, you like go, you need a muscle below you. That is why this muscle, one time nourishment, you miss a kissing, you miss a grown come up strong, that is why we can somehow exist. No space, not at gravity. So muscle, and by not walk, unless now all these scientists, all these astronauts, all these are working on special area, exercise, so it's a passive body below one time rubber. That is rubber. And by putting a go on side or wall or whatever bodies below this spaceship. So all body now rubber put him on. The body making exercise, whether squats or push-ups or all the rubber something. Or you must make him also. Why? Because after a couple of months, suppose we make him also muscle below more by go slack. So, This is an example, helping me also one kind also not really belonging to that. But you must have also exercise. Food is very important and nourishment. To pala one time when you must come. Exercises, one time proper nourishment, diet belong you me. You pala thinking long time at you pala yari go finish, brother belong me and come one time. Tikini belong and Wojtek, and nephew belong me, and young pala man. People body belong them, try pala muscle belong them. So this pala something, this I come up nothing. Let me say come up one time. No exercise, one time special nourishment, special diet belong them. We think last time we go home and we go visiting this brother belong me. Na mi pala igat dinner stuff, yeah. So Mama, Mary belong, brother belong me, I'm serving dinner. Mi pala all get one igat plate belong me pala sit down. Na igat all kind good pala something no kind. But na Wojtek, nephew, I'm sitting down on side, and igat plate belong on table and sit down on side. Na plate belong empty. Mi pala all get kai. All this kai already. Na Wojtek plate belong empty. Na mi tik that hey Wojtek. Oh, someone na boy look at kai. Na mi ask you Mama belong you give me some kai or Wojtek. No good. Mama punishing them or something like I'm passing in the stead of me. Na Mama ito goes. Na pero are. Wojtek got diet belong na behind in a long time. Wojtek and go to the kitchen. Na mi carrying this plate belong one time. One something is tablo plate. Meat na so. No kado na pala pipi something. Ito goes na pala something goes rice na cow na potato na mana sanya pipia. It is something that may not grow in muscle below me and goes only meat because protein. And we start building muscle. So we start building protein muscle. And we don't say kaya na pala something. Kaya meat pork or beef or even fish and put pala. But all na pala something and noga. So all pala susa. One can also not believe belong me pala. One can also not believe belong me pala. I must do something believe belong me pala. Me pala I must grow in this pala believe belong me pala. How this pala believe belong me pala? Am I grow? Yes, me pala I must finding God long life. Me pala I look and behind this kind of solution. Time belong good pala time. Me pala stop wrong where me pala I no busy long hand. But time belong disaster now. And now me pala kill up. And me pala sing out wrong. It will not be working. Not at all. All time long life belong you me, people I must finding God. Na suppose people are making effort long, reach out longer. And now nourishment from God. Because you miss out that. Belief belong you me. It's not only our decision, our choice. But belief belong you me sabe come up long. Gracia belong God. Long marimari belong them. Long strong belong them. And by this is a nourishment. This is a special nourishment. People are finding God. And now God, and some strong belief belong me, but one time gracia belong them. And then you can think in one example, how this belief is have a grow. And is have come up strong example, long life belong son to Sister Faustina. Today we like sharing, reminding us a really short life story belong very important because today you will celebrate this life story belong belong. Actually, you will have also Jesus long Sister Faustina. And we saw this message below Marimari belong God, you go long your Katamama. How this belief, it will grow long life belong Sister Faustina. Nobody meeting goes and come up also magic. God and Makime, and he give him belief longer, everything he come up finish. Na belief belong strong too much. No got true. It's true also. Long life belong Sister Faustina, and he gets some time and young fella. And he got this was special experience. Belong presence, belong God, long life belong them. Especially Jesus. Jesus, he come up long and finish time and he kisses up the communion. So it was a really big girl, but it was kind of, she was not sure about it. It was only the beginning. Also something, belong pulling imagination, belong them. Jesus will like pulling them, but he come behind them. But behind Sister Faustina, and must give him answer on it. And I must find behind him, Jesus, he go. So you got all, long time and young fella, you got all, some fella, good experience belong them, but it was not yet because belief belong them, they not mature yet. And some also, God steering them, helping them, but by this belief them must come out more strong. So you got this story time, Sister Faustina, and finally, I'm a young fella married. and we got nightly Christmas, and we join more sisters, and now I'm Amamas finally, because I'm to go, so now we can start one time God to soul, we can pray to soul, we can long, Wario belong this playground, all people who said bigyan all kind of passing yesterday, and tapos using this heavy belong this playground, we like start long convent, we like pray for soul, that by me experience spiritual good for something, so presence belong God, long life belong me, and then I shall not worry about anything else, and then we can die, then we go long heaven. Na time we go, then we come up finish long novitiate. Na novitiate, and this is the number 1 year long, me too, me been go long novitiate. And spiritual year for soul. Not about the number of school or who's like stuff long novitiate, or sister, or brother, or father, or stuff long, only spiritual. So I'm too, this like I something making thinking long, Amamas. Your sister Faustina, okay, now when we start the pray to soul, because this is what she wanted to do. Pray to soul now. He start past one time Jesus na feeling also very easy na Amamas na igogoye. But unfortunately, long before, yeah. I mean, no experiencing more good for something. When we start not experiencing also to that darkness when belief belong again. So the more she prayed, the more darkness and fear and doubts she started to experience. Now worry, also all these difficulties of spiritual life belong here. You see, today we are talking about the belief, how believe themselves, Lord. So time when you experience all this very long belief belong them, day by day, week by week, now go month by month, and this will affect him to body belong them. Now we start to kiss something like I'm sick. Or sister time, only looking at, only worry long and now little Golson. I think Faustina and long penis. Because she did not behave like a normal person due to this spiritual heavy. Even, and he got all this conviction and imagination, also God didn't like him, and God burned no good long and God burned no good long and. You can imagine? So this darkness, he come up, no life belong to the point that all sister, only go to Xavier, all sister superior, because only one of Faustina. Now he talking about also, hey, maybe I must help you, Faustina, because I'm coming long, crazy or get up. And also look on face belong, time will look in face belong, or looking also bugger or get up. So, only thing also she became crazy. So sister superior, calling Faustina, sister, when Brasilia you have a doctor, belong checking mind belong you, brain belong you, because you also know you power. So, now sister Faustina was okay, no problem, because she was not also herself convinced that she was okay, because something wrong was happening to her. So, Dr. Ika, my sister, we have on this story because Sister Faustina, I made them writing on diary below, and I'm reading full diary from the beginning to the end, not only one at a time. So I can imagine now, all sitting down time, Dr. Ika, all sister, all not go on housing, all start on convent, all sitting down in Dr. Ika. So Dr. Ika, na one to la room, and Dr. He giving test, and sister below checking. Thinking belong and whether she is normal or she is crazy, my sister superior, and start also witness, no side. And that time, finishing this fellow walk belong and he writing a report belong and now report belong to also, no, there is nothing wrong. She is okay. She is not crazy. She is not insane. She is okay, but she is going through the spiritual difficulties. Okay, so now sister superior and some also okay. This is a time, trying belong and no spiritual journey belong Sister Faustina. Because otherwise, suppose doctor and come number working report. Okay, Faustina and long is insane. Or sister Faustina long convent. Okay, you go back no plans now, family very look out here. But no God, only writing this kind of report also. No, she's not insane. But she's going through the difficulties. This fellow was some kind of struggle, long belief. So now Sister Superior started looking more, pray, help Sister Faustina. And Sister Faustina finally, and he come up along this point, along this struggle, along crucial, very crucial and turning point. Well, one night, time and he experienced all this darkness, even Satan he come along time and I'm losing long in the middle of the night. I'm losing this cell, what we call it, one sister, or it's not going to convent, but not the sister is that, now one sister I got cell belonging. So I'm losing this cell belonging, this room, you mean sleep belonging, then you go in the middle of the night, and you go down chapel. Downstairs, there is one people room, not people also in here, but where almost 20 or 30 people sister all can feed inside and he pray. So I'm go, long front belong tabernacle. And he kneel down, then he walk in this commitment belonging, or prayer belonging. He go down Jesus. Because she did not understand what was going on with her. That is why I'm talking about Jesus. Me no enough struggle more. I need not got power anymore. Me not got strong anymore or struggle. Me not can worry more about life below me anymore. Me putting me along hand below me all better. You can do anything with me, what you wish. Even, I'm talking about, you can kill me and die. You can die here. I will trust you. And it was a turning point on spiritual life, and writing your diary, your story. After that, all that fear, all that darkness, it was finished, no more. And then Jesus and start to come up and press clear. This was Jesus who said, every little time when we start picking in first Santo Communion. Jesus will come more often, the Lord can vision. Sister Faustina, bread anymore. And you don't worry anymore. Because some also now, and you can trust in Jesus, and whatever happens, himself also, God is not there. Jesus is not long happy. And by come, and by somebody long, and not two, and some also, and we know that more behind the thinking and I belong, you see? Before I'm joining convent, and you get structure belong, the strategy belong again, long come up santo. But Jesus, way belong, God is different, yeah? God, the Mr. Martin, way belong, you come up santo. You know, you be it, but me come up. So in case we know Santa Faustina, one can also. Now, Faustina, and he put it and yet will get a long hand belong to Jesus. Jesus, you take care of my life. I will follow you whatever you ask me to do. And this person come up and then maybe some of the story, but you may not put it too much, but only this one belong. So emotion special belong today. So time Jesus and he walk along teaching, schooling, Sister Faustina, all these experiences belong. Now, belong, side belong, many belong, God divine nursing, is a message, and must be go all get have belong ground. So, one time, I'm come up along and long Sister Faustina, Jesus, yeah, this for Jesus, yeah, and you got stage belong and he is, yeah, and come up along and I talking about Faustina, me like, but you go to Bishop, na i toki me also mori mas makim Sunday na batu bilong isa also Sunday bilong mari bilong God. Na Faustina in Korea. So this was a time, me reading this story, meeting him situation of Moses, yeah? Time God he come up from Moses. Na i toki me also, you go to Pharaoh, na toki me this, you must lose your life Israel, na i come out from Egypt. Na Moses and who did not go through, because who am I? Na Pharaoh, king, belong to the country and by Harem talk belong me. Who am I? But God is talking about, no, he talking, you go. You don't worry. Me by me somebody along you. You must trust in me. Now you go, now you took some along Pharaoh. So one can also Jesus, and he give this platform of Faustina. You go to Bishop, now you talk him emotion. So first time Faustina, and he hesitates. And he don't make emotion. But behind, and he out in this message, he goes Sister Superior, and slowly, it was presented to Bishop. But for sure, something will come up immediately like that. It takes time. So you will have a history, this last recent history of the church. You will have also only Pope John Paul II, who said, and being studied good through all these visions, Sister Faustina, alongside divine mercy. Time only start on this process below beatification and canonization below Sister Faustina. So only checking everything. Only finding, only study of this diary book belonging, only finding out those, there is no one theological mistake belonging. So this one, and you can also prove that all this thinking, Sister Faustina experience, and you writing long book below, it not come out of imagination, insane imagination belonging, but and come up from Jesus' strength. And then John Paul II and decide long marking this last Sunday or some today he come up from the you will celebrate also Sunday long. So on this way, Jesus like reminding you will get one. I mean like using you too. I mean too. Establish some witness will remind more people. Non so belong bibig. This today people talk to long bibig belong people. Bibig belong Thomas slightly but behind me looking Jesus, but Jesus also who said, you know, looking me, I believe, and he can amamas. So you know looking Jesus, but people like bibig belong but people like must suffer also. This people believe, and you know something where it is given, not finished, no. People like must make you helpful belong you, no look out in you belong people. No side belong prayer, no side belong reading Bible, talk belong go. And then, what is very important, alongside, exercising whatever we hear from Jesus. So when the Lord Jesus talked to belong, people must try put in a practice of life, and this plus something, and by helping you, long growing belief, by me, this belief, and I can go strong more. By me, I can clear and look sour. Also, Jesus and Savior, and he come down, losing heaven, and come down on ground, and he give him life belonging, take him all sin belonging. Na who said he believe belonging, also me, and I hope for the all that I Mary. Long this belief belong two body can kiss him forgiveness, na body can come up one time of Papa. Ibigirap sa naman niya,